Today I fucked up by being European, and also very stupid. This happened about a year ago, don't know why I felt like mentioning it now. So my girlfriend at the time was under a lot of stress because of uni. I had a less busy schedule, so I decided to bake her a lemon cake, her fav, for her to eat when she got home late at night. Keep in mind that, up until this point, I had only baked using my mom's recipes and European cooking books. But no one but me enjoyed lemon cake in my house. So I searched the internet and decided to follow a recipe from her favorite American website/magazine, Bon Appetit. Because I'm an idiot who can't stay quiet, my stupid ass decided to hype up this lemon cake by sending her pictures of the process, updating her on what I was doing, meanwhile she was telling me how good it was gonna be to eat it when she got home. Everything went great, I felt like a proper baker dishing it out in the kitchen. Then it came time to put it in the oven. The recipe said to set it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. But the oven would only go to 250. I thought, well, must be just a weird oven. I'll set it to 250 and it'll probably need a little bit more time. So yeah, you're probably starting to figure out what happened. Anyways, I made the glaze while it baked and decided to reward my incredible achievement of being a good boyfriend with a quick smoke and some music. After all, the cake was gonna take a while. When I come back from my shameful vice, the cake had been in the oven 25 minutes, and smoke was coming out of it. This is probably where a normal person thinks, oh, no, the cake is burning. But not me. See, I was so determined to follow the recipe of her favorite website, that I thought must be a lemon cake thing. And I left it there to burn. Like a goddamn idiot. After a while the smell became unsustainable and I had to remove a crisp of a cake. It was completely brown and smelly. A roommate came in and asked me if it was a chocolate cake and if I had been smoking in the kitchen. When I told her what happened, she laughed her ass off. My GF got home and I told her about the incident. And that's when she asked me if I had made the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I think that was the point she realized she was dating an idiot. The cake ended up going straight to the trash and we enjoyed a pizza instead. Too long didn't read. Today I fucked up by not converting Fahrenheit to Celsius in a recipe and letting a cake burn right in front of me because I thought it was supposed to do just that. As soon as I saw 350, I was like, oh no. I was expecting the FU with other measurements, like caps/cups or something, but this is tragic. Poor cake. She had one of those tools with the different American measures that she had explained to me in detail previously, so I didn't have trouble with that. She just never warned me about the temperature, or probably assumed I'd be smart enough to figure that one out by myself. Must be a lemon cake thing? You must be a confident man. Kitchen on fire must be a kitchen thing. For anyone wanting to know the conversions, 350 F would have meant setting the oven to 177 C. 250 C was burning that cake at 482 F. Not to mention it was only set to 250 C because that's as high as it went. MF wanted to roast it at 350 C or 662 F lol. But the oven would only go to 250. It was here I knew exactly what happened. Lol. Today I fucked up by not ending my dating profile subscriptions. This just happened this evening and was incredibly embarrassing. My 28M wife, 27F, and I met 2.5 years ago on a dating app. We hit it off immediately and decided a year after our first meeting to get married. Very recently we celebrated our 1-year anniversary and it has been truly amazing and lovely. 1 month ago, I bought her a popular brand tablet that synced up our accounts for app purchases and would email both parties when a purchase has been made. Kind of weird I know, but important to the story. Fast forward to now. This evening, while on my way to meet up with some friends for a beer, I get a call from my wife. She says that she got an email from the dating app confirming a renewed subscription and a charge for $9. My heart sunk. I knew that I had not been using a dating app at all since we met and we even deleted the accounts together. Cute, I know. I looked into it and the email I used to make my accounts for the dating websites, and sure enough, there were the charges. All of them. all the way back to the month before we met, and they were not monthly charges. They were weekly, $9 every week. For 30 months. Too long, didn't read. I spent $1,200 plus on a dating app that I used for 2 months that even after the account was deleted was still charging me. Addition, since it was asked a lot, the platform was Bumble. Whoa ho ho, look at Mr. Moneybags over here who doesn't notice $9 from his account missing every month. $9 every week. Did customer service refund anything? Surely they can see your activity, or lack of. For all the wet blankets out there. You lose 100% of the chances you don't take, and it doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they can say is no. Personally, I've had a lot of success throughout my life with this attitude. Do I expect things to work out in my favor? No, that would be silly. Is it worth a shot to try? Absolutely. Since it is so recent, I have not had a chance to look into it, but I plan on reaching out tomorrow. This is Chet, customer service rep from your dating app. Read the contract. As long as you two are in a relationship that started on our app, you must still pay the weekly fee. Stop trying to back out of your contractually obligated debt. Keep this up and we will come take your wife. We want our $9! Exclamation mark. Tell your wife she's worth every penny and all will be well, lol. Nice. I see you've been in trouble before. Yikes. I hope it gets sorted out fast so you won't still be charged for the upcoming weeks. I think I got it all sorted, but thanks. Today I fucked up by pretending I was mute at summer camp for a week. When I was around 7 to 10, don't remember exactly when this was, I attended an SPCA camp for 2 weeks, with a week in between for a break. The SPCA is like the ASPCA, but Canadian. And for those who don't know either acronym, it's an animal shelter/animal services society. I hated camp, everything about it. I hated playing outdoors, hated playing games, especially capture the flag, hated other kids, heck I still hate kids, hated camp crafts, and hated camp songs. I loved animals, so my mom hoped this would be a place I finally enjoyed. On day 1 we were out into groups of around 15 and were going around in a circle introducing ourselves and talking about our pets. When they got to me I just kinda shook my head, and had to do so a few more times. I really wasn't feeling it. They pushed me a little bit to answer, but not much. I soon realized that as long as I kept my mouth shut I didn't have to participate in anything like that. This lasted the entire day, just shaking my head anytime someone talked to me. On day 2 a counsel pulled me aside in the hallway to talk to me. I can't remember everything she said, but it was essentially, "Hey hun, I noticed you being a little quiet. Are you okay? How do you feel?" Coming from a family that didn't dig to find the cause of when I was upset, this confused me and I just stayed silent. She then asked, "Are you shy, or can you not talk?" And for whatever reason the moment she said the last line I nodded yes. I could not talk. In hindsight I really should have just said I was shy, but this led to what I consider to be my only good week at camp. The following days were spent with my participation at almost zero. I stayed with my group but never had to do anything, even physical stuff. They would explain it to me and then I'd just stand there. They'd try to coax me to play, but gave up because I wouldn't use my words. Most of the time I just spent playing in the grass or with whatever animal was available at the time. Bunnies and kitties all day, all for me. A few days in I got bored and frustrated though. There were things I needed and I couldn't ask for them, and wasn't the best reader/writer at the time. How did I handle this? Well, I whispered, of course. Further proving I had no idea how muteness worked. There was a boy and a girl I had befriended while I was there because they thought it was cool I was mute, and I ended up telling them I could whisper but couldn't use my vocal cords. Anyways, last day rolls around, and my heart drops. Every day before this when my mom came to pick me up she would wait in the car, but today she came inside to greet me. I was sweating. I tried to get her out of there as fast as I could, but I wasn't fast enough. A counselor caught her attention and came up. "Hey, we saw Note Eritsaman Bear is signed up for another week. We were all just wondering why you didn't tell us he was mute." I can't tell you the face my mom made because I was busy avoiding eye contact. The resulting conversation between them is forgotten, but boy, I received a scolding when we got back into the car. In hindsight, I'm just glad no one attending the camp knew sign language and tried to talk to me. Too long didn't read. I pretended I was mute to get out of all camp activities when in reality I just hated camp. Everyone felt bad for me and I breezed through. But then on the last day they caught me and my mom on the way out and asked when she never told them I was mute. Yeah lol. Edit. Oh yes, when I went back for my other week, a counselor asked me, hey, aren't you mute? Since I was talking, wasn't gonna pull that stunt again. I panicked and said it was might win. Edit 2, for those saying I was selectively mute, I don't think I was. It was just a lie that dug too deep one time. I regretted saying I was mute immediately but was too embarrassed to admit it, so I just rolled with it. I panicked and said it was might win. Wow, the story got better. Hey, aren't you mute? Since I was talking, wasn't gonna pull that stunt again. I panicked and said it was might win. For real, this is the best damage control ever. This reminds me of a kid at my camp who pretended he didn't speak English, only French. We had international counselors who could communicate with him. The entire 2 weeks the boys in his bunk would teach him things like to call one of the other campers Jesus and really inappropriate names for things. Kayaks were butts, etc. The last day before we went to the closing bonfire they were egging him on because Jesus was walking past, and I shit you not he gave them this pitying, disgusted look and said, in perfect English, you know it's really not as hilarious as you all think it is. Hey Matt. They were all stunned into silence for several minutes. He turned out to be a cool dude and a pranking god. Hope he's doing well. Truly legendary. ETA that this is easily my favorite today I fucked up story and op. You seem like a delight. The perfect blend of anxious mess and genius problem solver. I hope everyone at your camp remembers you fondly. Too long didn't read. I did the same as you, but to avoid eating egg. Did the same, once, when I was 5. I really hate eggs, and I hated them at the time. The first day I ate at a school, I entered the cafeteria with the other kids. I sat at the table. The meal was brought to us. Guess what? Eggs. We were told to eat everything we had in our plate, and I saw other kids get shouted at for not doing it. A teacher came near me, saw I hadn't touched my plate. Apocalyptic situation, my fate is sealed. I had to react, to come with an excuse before the teacher make me eat this white/yellow weirdly tasted stuff. And suddenly, my 5-year-old brain came with an idea. I pretended I was allergic, and that worked pretty well. I even pretended it was family issue. Fun fact, my little brother was there too, and his plate was taken from him, because that allergy is a family issue, even though he really likes eggs, the opposite of me on the taste scale. I was happy, I had found in a second an excuse that would save me from egg madness for months, maybe years. But the evening of that same day, as Mom came to take us from school, she was asked the same question as you. Why didn't you tell us that your kids are allergic to eggs? To which she replied, of course I didn't tell you, they're not. My story ended with a laughter, not a scold, thus I feel you even more. Long live children lies to save them from unpleasant situation. The double down on the twin was legendary. My twin. With the same name.